I don't know if I could get sober in 2026 like I did in 1992. I'm thankful I got sober when I did because nowadays, man, there is just too much noise out there. Everywhere you turn around, somebody is peddling a new course, a new way to get sober, new strategies, new Jedi mind tricks that you can play with yourself. I mean, it just never ends. It seems like every day somebody new pops up on my feed, and guess what? They can help you. Just follow them. They're going to show you how to quit drinking, and not too many of them talk about drugging, but they're going to show you how to quit drinking. A lot of them try the real cool approach, like they use the F word every 3 or 4 sentences because I think they believe it makes them hip. They're right there. They're down with the struggle with you. Others just very quiet, very soft, and they understand the pain you're in. Just follow them, and they will help you. And then there's me, that just says, hey, listen, no matter what anybody did or does that has any time in sobriety, the one thing they've all done is they didn't put a drink or a drug in them no matter what. Shameless plug, and that's it. But that's the truth. When I went to AA the first day, so that would have been day 2 without a drink for me, I didn't understand anything they were saying in there other than, don't drink, come to a meeting tomorrow, and the rest is all conversation. Okay, so I showed up the next day at a meeting, but I had to get through that whole day without putting a drink in me, and guess what? I did. How did I do it? I don't know. I just didn't put a drink in me. And then the next day, I went to a meeting. Now, I did that for a while, but every day I made a decision, I'm not drinking, and I'm okay with it. I didn't piss and moan about it because I knew if I piss and moaned about it, I would probably end up drinking again, okay? Because in the past, there were times where, I got into trouble and I said, well, I'm done. I'm not going to drink anymore, knowing all too well I was bullshitting myself. And then in 2 or 3 days, once the hangover was over or my embarrassment, whatever I did, if I got into some trouble, then I would, go back to having my cocktails again. So I just made it easy because when you boil everything down to the purest part of getting sober, it's understanding yourself and why you, not why anybody else, but why you shouldn't put alcohol in you. Not why you did in the past. Screw that, man. The past is the past. But why right now shouldn't you put alcohol in you or drugs? And I'm sure you got reasons why you shouldn't. Well, that's what matters. Nothing else. What you did is over. I didn't look back at, all the days where I was drinking or all the times I was drinking and I got drunk, except the last one. The last one, I said, that was it. I'm not going to repeat that. And I know if I continue drinking, there's going to be more instances like that and probably worse. So why would I do it? So I like to think of helping people, if I can, to make their sobriety easy. Nobody says it's got to be difficult unless you listen to all the gurus, because they're going to put you through their program. Yes, sirree. You're going to have to work at it because you're sick. You're diseased. You've got some really bad issues going on in your life. And by God, I'm the person that can help you. No. The most important thing you have to realize is you can't put a drink or a drug in you. And yes, there's going to be some changes you have to make in your life. You'll figure them out. And you can go look for some help. Maybe you go to AA. Maybe not. Maybe you go to your church. Or maybe you call your doctor, or if you have a therapist, just say, listen, I'm quitting drinking, but there's these issues in my life I got to deal with now. And I used to drink, that used to help me out. Give me some suggestions. What can I do? But I already understand that alcohol or drugs is not an option for me. See, when you put it like that, everything falls into place. In my opinion, if you feel that you got to constantly work, you got to constantly struggle to get sober or to stay sober, you'll go nuts. You'll always be basically looking over your shoulder like, is that drink going to get me, or is that drug going to get me? Don't do that to yourself. I know it can be difficult. I'm not trying to say it's easy, but it is if you make it that way. The only thing you should focus on when it comes time for you to quit drinking and drugging is why you need to do that. And focus on why you're staying sober. Not why you want to have a drink or why you want to do a drug. Why you're not picking up a drink or a drug again. That's where it all begins. And then in time, you will understand, because I don't think you're an idiot because you abused alcohol or drugs. Many people have done it, okay? Some worse than others. Maybe some need a little bit more help, but most people can figure out that if I don't put alcohol or drugs in me, I got a shot. I can do this. And I just got to take it, the old cliche, one day at a time. It's not that difficult. But man, I'm thankful. I'm thankful I don't have to get sober now in 2026, because with all the noise out there, I'd be losing my freaking mind. Where do I go? This guy? Oh, this guy sounds good. This woman's got another book out. Oh, she's good. Oh, he's got a big following. I'd go freaking nuts. I'd lose my freaking mind. So all I'm saying is, don't drink or use no matter what. And no matter what means no matter what. Understand your own story. And your story has to be why you no longer choose to drink. Not why you did. It's over. It's in your past. Why you don't drink or use now. That's the most important thing that you have to understand. And make it easy. Want to know why? Because you're worth it. Talk to you next.